All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to our free class. In today's class, we're going to teach you all about day trading, and we're going to share, Gemma, Jen, and myself, a little bit about our stories, what brought us into this world of day trading. And then we're going to hit the charts and show you a little bit about trading, what you can expect, what the lifestyle looks like. And but before we do that, there's one thing that I do want to cover and let you guys know is that we are Forex for Women, right? We created this company for women to give them a space to come and learn in a safe, comfortable, supported environment without feeling intimidation or all those other things that can come with learning a skill like this. But for this call, we do have men and women combined in this free class. Once you join Forex for Women, the men will be in their own division and the women are in their own separate division. We had so many incredible men coming and saying, hey, but we want to learn. That's not fair. Let us in. And so we thought we're not going to discriminate. We love the men too. So we just wanted to make sure that everybody felt included. And gained access to the information that Gemma, Jen, and myself have to share with you all. So that is just a little snippet of information for you guys in case you were wondering, like, wait, is there men and women in here? I thought this was for women. It's for both. We keep everybody separate once you guys get into the community, okay? Everybody feeling good about that? Thumbs up. I can see a lot of faces here. All right, cool. Awesome. Well, if you guys don't mind, I'm actually going to start the conversation and then I'll pass it on to my co-hosts. My name is Amanda. Obviously, a lot of you are probably here from my social media of me showing you maybe what I have taught my children as far as trading goes, how I've retired my spouse, how I've retired myself from a business that I used to own. What brought me into this space was truly my desire to be able to help provide an income for my family, but also be a fully present mom. Maybe you guys can relate to me or not, but when I was a young mother, my only goal was to be a mom. I just wanted to be a fully present mom, and that was it. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted my job to be to take care of my children. But a couple things happened. One is we stopped being able to rely on just my husband's income in a lot of ways. We had a special needs child who required a lot of time and attention and financial support. Society changed, right? We all are in scenarios. Well, a lot of us are in scenarios where we can't survive on just one income in our households anymore. And so things got really hard. And I started to have to seek out ways to earn an income and help provide to earn an income while also being a stay-at-home mom, right? And that was, thank goodness we have the internet, because there are lots of opportunities out there for us to take advantage of, but not all of them give us both time freedom and unlimited amounts of money. And that's what I was looking for, right? I was not just looking for some sort of little online job, because that still took my time, right? I ended up eventually opening a photo editing business. And while it did pay the bills, I was working like 8 to 10 hour days and photo editing for wedding photographers. And so I ended up still having to hire a nanny to come and care for my children. And I was like, no, this is not my goal. And I am of the mindset that I get to have it all. I get to have time freedom and the financial abundance that comes with that. I truly believe that we can have both. We don't have to give up one or the other. And so I sought out a million different opportunities. I got into affiliate marketing. How many of you guys have seen all those affiliate marketing ads and people posting about affiliate marketing going around social media? I also did MLM. I did a lot of things. And something that I came to realize was that there was no way of making money that allowed it to just be me, myself, and I as the money maker. Every single business I started, every MLM I joined, every affiliate marketing scheme I was a part of required another person's choices or transactions in order for me to get paid. And so I always had to, whether I wanted to or not, show up on social media. I always had to be selling to somebody. I always had to be providing a service to somebody in order for me to get paid. And when I learned about day trading, First of all, I was like, oh, heck no, this is definitely not something that I can do, because I had dropped out of college. I had failed every single math class I've ever taken in my life. I just really didn't think it was something that I was qualified to do. But when I saw the amount of money people were making in these markets, I was like, what the heck? I'm willing to give it a try. Like, what's a little bit of money to put into this and see if I can learn it. I'll take a little time and see what this is all about. When you see the amount of money some of these people were making in minutes, I was like, all right, I guess I could try it. Just, whatever. And so I got hooked instantly. I got to see the power of what it could do. I got to see just how simple actually it is. I got to see that how crazy, I got to understand how crazy it was that every single human in the world can have access to these markets and successfully trade in these markets and withdraw money from them. I had no clue that that was even an option for me. I thought I had to be some sort of bald rich guy on Wall Street driving a red Corvette. Like, I thought that's who a day trader was. I didn't realize it could just be a 35-year-old woman. I'm 38 now, but at the time I was 35, and I, was just a regular mom who dropped out of college and really didn't have any other credentials, right? But here I am 4 years later, highly successful day trader, teaching thousands of women around the world that they can also do this as well. And I'm here to share my passion project with you all. I'm here to show you the path that I took to have success in these markets. And I brought along my two best friends, Jen and Gemma. They are the co-founders of Forex for Women alongside me, and they provide two other incredible pillars in our company. So we started this company a year ago, and something that you will come to learn as you're diving into this world of day trading is that there's the skill, which is important for you to learn, and obviously the strategy. But what comes alongside learning this skill is your need to be working on your personal development. Because what we have understood is that obviously money is what makes the world go round, right? Money is infiltrated and knitted into every single little fabric of our lives. And so therefore, money is emotional. And so what we've done here at Forex for Women is we have provided the two strongest pillars when it comes to your success here of personal development and mindset coaching. And that's what Gemma and Jen do. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. If you related to my story at all, put in the chat a little bit about why you're here. And while they're talking, I would love to just see in the chat, what are you here to achieve? What is your goal? Why did what I've said or Gemma or Jen say on the internet or on social media, what intrigued you about our messaging that brought you here? Is it to retire a spouse? Is it to spend more time with your children? Is it just to have a little extra money? Are you just curious? Like, what is your big why of why you're here? Because that's really important. It's really important for you to understand what your goals are so you know what to aim for here, okay? But I'm going to let Gemma and Jen take over for a little bit until it's my turn again to show you the charts, and they're just going to talk about their journey and give you some motivation. Okay, guys? All right.
Awesome. Gemma, do you want to start?
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Gemma, and as you can tell by my accent, I am tuning in all the way from New Zealand. So my journey started a few years ago, like a lot of you. I was scrolling on TikTok and saw beautiful Amanda dancing, and I always say she was speaking my love language, which was time freedom, time with my family. At that point in my life, I'm a hairdresser by trade and had worked all my way up, managed salons, helped, train apprentices, and I just had my kids and I just opened up my own salon. So my kids were little and I remember working every single late night and Saturday so I could be with them during the day, and pockets where my mum would help and I'd go and do hair, and we were just like swapping back and forth with my kids. I had nannies, I had students. I just was like trying to soak up time with them but also make money. And I was reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I remember having that epiphany, and I said to my husband, oh, I've literally just built a liability, not an asset. I've just built this salon and it was great. I could instantly make full-time income working part-time, but I still had to trade my time for money. And so I was like, how do we get into the quadrant of leveraging and making your money work for you and compounding and scaling and all that type of things? How does the everyday person understand how to do that? So we had started investing into crypto, and then when I saw Amanda, I was like, let me just go and see what this is all about. And when I joined her Facebook group and it was trading, I was a little bit like, oh no, how am I going to do this? I have no idea what trading even is. Like Amanda said, I thought you had to be on Wall Street screaming, holding up signs, placing bids live. Like that was literally my interpretation of trading. And so when I realized here's this mum trading in these charts, it was like, if she can do it, so can I, right? And that's when I started learning trading, and that's how the three of us connected. We learned the skill set together. I say we always learned the hard way because we did. And that's kind of what birthed Forex for Women. You know, we learned so many different strategies and so many different ways to enter into these markets. I'm sure some of you might have experience in the trading space, but for those of you who don't, there literally is thousands of ways to enter into these markets. And majority of them are very complicated and very overwhelming, right? And so when we started this, we're like, no, there's got to be a simple way. Like, surely trading can't be 6 monitors and on the charts 8 hours a day and sweating and being stressed out and like literally replacing your 9 to 5 staring at charts. That's kind of what our initial it wasn't exactly like that, but it was similar to that, right?
Yeah, it was.
And okay, let's just say it as it is. That's kind of what it was like. We were sweating and we were on the charts for 8 hours a day. Okay, that was how we started learning trading. But like Amanda said, once you've opened Pandora's box, literally you can't close it back up. And that was the thing that was like, whoa. Like once you see you can make money in a different way other than trading time for it, and you have uncapped income. Like I was capped where I was. The only way I could make more money is if I got more staff, and then more staff just equals so much more baggage, right? Doesn't always necessarily mean that much more money either. So anyway, I was in this space, saw the potential, we linked arms, and Amanda and myself and Jen, Amanda would bring us the strategies, we'd test them out, would say like, okay, this is amazing, this worked, this didn't. So we were like her guinea pigs. We were like testing all the strategies, coming back to her with feedback. And it created this beautiful like desire and literally birthed Forex for Women through us putting our faith in understanding that there can be a simpler way, and we created it. But the beautiful thing along that journey, like Amanda said, there's something you have to get used to when you see money fluctuating in minutes. Like literally, you think you're prepared for it. Like I remember watching it happen and being like, this is amazing. And then you do it yourself and you're like, oh my goodness, what do I do now? This is crazy. Can I do this? Can I stomach seeing money? Literally, I just want to take it now because it's going to disappear. And then you see it go back down and then you see it come back up. It's kind of like a roller coaster of emotions, right? But it's absolutely amazing, but it's something to get used to. And anyway, so what we do here, I'm the mindset coach. I help motivate you. I help remove your limiting beliefs around money. I help take you from your employee mindset and actually get you to think like a trader, right? Because an employee mentality is the complete opposite that you need inside of the chart. So most of us come into the space still working a 9 to 5. So I come and help you go, okay, that way of thinking, keep it at your 9 to 5. But when you come to the charts, think this way, respond this way, understand this on your nervous system. Like, let's reprogram our money beliefs that we may be bringing across into the space so that you can truly see success and you can compound that and you can literally create a life that you absolutely love. So that's what I'm here to do. And I'm so excited for each and every single one of you. I can slowly start seeing all the reasons why you guys are here. And it's so, so, so beautiful. So please keep posting those. I'm going to hand it over to Jen our personal development coach. She's going to speak a little bit about herself, and then Amanda's going to hit the charts, and we're going to show you our amazing system and how so many other men and women have had so much success having known nothing about trading and learning our strategy here. So over to you, Jen.
Awesome. Give these ladies some love in the chat. Type 222 for them. Just expressing how much you appreciate them being vulnerable, because honestly, it would be so simple for us to just go trade, live our lives, make very, very good income passively, never really having to put our faces out there, never having to put our names out there. But we, as Amanda said, have found this to be our passion project. We knew that we could not keep this to ourselves. We knew that when we found a way for freedom, what these ladies just expressed to you is what I experienced as well. And we knew that there was something so much bigger here that we needed to share with people. And it's just been the most beautiful journey of watching women go from that employee mindset, that poverty mindset, that negativity in their lives to prosperity, positivity, enlightenment, excitement for life. And so I just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being curious and stepping into a space where you're like, I have no idea what this is. What's that daily trading thing you're talking about? Tell me a little bit more about it. So thank you. Thank you for being curious. Thank you for letting yourself step into something new, maybe something that you've never even heard about before, maybe something that you've heard a little bit about before, or maybe you've heard some really negative things about, but you're here here, even though maybe you've heard that it's not a great thing to do, or maybe you've heard that so-and-so lost all their money. Well, I'm really excited that you're here so that we can, put to rest all of those concerns for you, so that you can step into this space with positivity, excitement, encouragement, enlightenment, all the things that our community has actually stepped into themselves. So my name is Jen. I am the third pillar here. Very excited to be here with you today. I get to walk with women through our personal development books. So I have put together a book list that we're on our 9th book this year. Type 1 in the chat if you have never finished a personal development book. Maybe you started it, but you never actually finished it. You might jump to the next book, like shiny object squirrel syndrome, where you're jumping from one book to another before you actually even finish it. I get it. I was there. That's why I was like, hey, I need to start this so that we can actually complete the things that we say that we're going to do. Because you know what that does? That builds confidence in yourself. If you never finish the task that you actually started, that starts to deplete your confidence, and it makes you feel like less of a person for not showing up to finish the thing that you think that you want to start, right? So we are on our 9th book this year, and it's been an incredible journey of watching our women just grow so much. So I get to lead the book club calls where we actually come together, we talk about the books that we're learning. I get to see so much growth happen within our community, and it's just been so encouraging. So I'm excited to see all of you, your whys that you're putting out there. You guys, that's massive. The fact that you already know your why. Some people are like, I don't know why, I just wanted better my life. But you were very specific in your answers, and specific answers mean specific outcomes. So I just want to encourage you today. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and hop into the charts, because I know that's really why you're here. You're like, tell me more about that trading thing. So Amanda, I'm going to hand it back over to you. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, ladies. And thank you for the participation in the chat. That really helps kind of keep us engaged and keep everybody just staying motivated and allowing us to share our hearts with you. That's really big for us. So what is trading? A lot of people are not aware that there are multiple ways to trade. So when people think of trading, most likely, and you guys can let me know if I'm wrong, most likely you are thinking that this is stock trading. And a lot of people think that that is actually the only way to gain access or to day trade is through stocks and stock investing. And so there's a lot of misconception around what we do as traders, because when you trade in the stock market, you are just essentially banking on the fact of a company either appreciating in value or decreasing in value. And so you are just essentially putting money into a company that you hope does all the right things and makes all the right choices. You hope that the owner says the right things. You hope the CEO says and does the right things so that that stock doesn't all of a sudden plummet and take all your money that you just put into it. What we do at Forex for Women, it's in the title, is we actually trade foreign exchange currencies. We are not trading stocks. And the difference between what we do and what stock traders do is called leverage trading. So we are leverage trading in the market, and people who trade stocks are investing in the market. Okay, so their only option when they're trading stocks is to buy and hold that stock. Let me know in the chat, type yes if that is the type of trading that you have heard about and are familiar with. The type of trading that we're doing is called leverage trading, which means we don't care whether the foreign exchange market is going up or down. We make money either way. We make money in both directions. I'm going to show you what that looks like on a chart. But what we're doing is we're reading what's happening with currency markets on a chart and deciding whether we're going to buy or sell. And again, we make money in both directions. It doesn't matter if the market's going down, doesn't matter if the market's going up. We can still make money both directions. So I want to get that out of the way because a lot of people say, well, isn't the stock market plummeting right now? Isn't it the worst time to invest? If you're an investor, yeah, that would suck right now because the market is going down and it is not good. People who are investors are losing money. But leverage traders, I'm actually making money as the market goes down. Okay. And this is the beautiful thing about what we do. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about that. But I need you guys to put something in the chat. I need you to write, I promise that you will not freak out or exit this chat when I show you a chart. Because if you're anything like me, graphs, math, and numbers would instantly give me a stomach ache. And I would be like, nope, this is not for me. I can't do it. But you need to promise me when I show you this chart, you need to say to yourself, if she can do it, I can do it. Okay? Promise that you will not freak out and leave this chat because it is so much simpler than you can even imagine. And we have women in our community who are making hundreds, thousands, multiple thousands of dollars in these markets from what I have taught them. Okay? So if we have women in our community who are successfully making money and men in these markets based off of what I have taught them, that means that you absolutely can too. So even if you feel fearful or if you feel like maybe it's something that's going to be too hard for you, because I know that some of your guys' fear, borrow my belief in you, borrow my faith that if you can figure out what direction the market's going in, and you're going to be able to after this call, if you can figure out what direction the market's moving in, you can make money in these markets. Okay. Also, I'm just going to clear the anticipation right now. Many of you are probably thinking that this is like a massive sales call. It's not. Our community is $35 a month to join. There's no other like hidden fees or hidden costs or anything. You literally get everything that we have talked about with our personal development, our mindset coaching, our live calls, which I'm going to show you in a second, for $35 a month. Remember, multiple times we have told you this is our passion project. Okay. We trade. Our full-time business is trading. We are here to pass this information on to other women. What we do with our trading takes us 10 minutes a day. So we have the time to coach you. We have time to have this company and be able to help other people with it. So I'm going to post right now the links for the men's division and the women's division. You can sign up right now for those, and then you can join us on our beginner call, which begins in 30 minutes. Okay. So if you signed up right now, you'll get access to the Zoom link to join us on our beginner call in literally 30 minutes. So here are the two links. Make sure that you select the correct link. If you're a man, click the men's link. If you're a woman, click the women's link. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the charts. So the first thing that I want to show you is this. So In order to gain access to these charts, you can write this down and go sign up for it later. You're going to want to go to tradingview.com. And this is the software we use to identify potential trade opportunities. This is where your chart software is going to come from. They have a free version. We're not affiliated with them in any capacity. We don't make any money off of referring you. This is simply just the charting software that we use. You're going to need this in order to learn what we're going to teach you in our course and in our trainings. Okay. So they also have, I think the monthly version is $14.95 a month if you want to pay for it. The only difference is the free version has a lot of ads that pop up, which can get annoying. So I prefer the $14.95 version. That is the version that I pay for. You don't need anything beyond that. And then one other quick thing before we hit the charts is when you join the community, you're going to gain access to our app called School, SKOOL. And in here is where call recordings will be and your starter course. So some of you might be coming into this going, I don't know if I have the time to learn this. It feels a little overwhelming. It feels like a big mountain. And I'm just going to go ahead and just give you like massive relief right now. In order for you to learn trading, set up your broker account and your chart software will all take you 1 hour. That's it. And then you'll be able to trade. Like when we say that you can learn trading in under an hour, we absolutely mean it. You're going to go through these videos here, which each video is like 10 to 15 minutes long. And then you're going to have everything set up ready to go. So don't feel overwhelmed by like the amount of training and information that's in here. You can go into these recordings at your own leisure. Your first step is this starter course here, and then you're going to be ready to join us on our live calls. And if I click on the calendar link, you'll see here, this is our schedule of live calls. And yes, all of these live calls are included for that $35 a month. So the beginner call is today at noon, every single day, Pacific, or every single Monday, Pacific time. Tomorrow is our advanced call, which is every Tuesday at 11. Jen's book club personal development call is every Wednesday at 11.
Hello.
Every Thursday at 3 p.m. is Gemma's mindset coaching call. Okay. And then when you click on this link, this is also where you will find the Zoom links for you. Okay. And then of course, the coolest thing about this is one, it tells you right here that our beginner training is happening in 29 minutes. But beyond that, this is going to be your new favorite place to hang out instead of Facebook. We have the best community of women who are conversating daily in this community feature, sharing their wins, sharing their losses, sharing their profits, sharing their experiences, sharing trade opportunities, asking questions, answering questions. This is probably the most supportive, wonderful, beautiful community of women that you will ever be a part of. And so we're really excited for you guys to come in and just take part in what's happening here. We also have our conference coming up, our very first annual Forex For Women conference in Panama City Beach, Florida. It's not too late to join. It's $99 for a seat. And the date is September 21st. So we would love, love, love to see you there. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to just meet us, meet with your community, get to know other women traders, and just be in proximity to abundance and positivity. All right. Are you guys ready to see these charts? I talked them up so much and now we're ready to go. We're ready to get started here. Okay. So what you're looking at here is a chart that is the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So remember I talked about that we trade foreign exchange currencies. So similar to if you were to go to a different country and you were to exchange, let's say, your US dollar for the euro, at any given moment, one currency is valued higher or worth more or stronger than the other currency, right? And so what you're seeing here on this chart is that currency fluctuation, that currency strength fluctuation, okay? So price is going down, and then price is going up, and then it's going down. And what we're doing is we are simply trading with the movement of the market. So if the market is going down, then we are going to be placing sell positions in our broker account moving down. If the market's moving up, then we're going to be placing buy positions in our broker. Now, how do we make money? Well, this is my short or selling box here, okay? And this is just a visual for you to be able to see. But if I get into a sell position and the market does in fact continue to sell, then I will continue, as long as this continues to move down, I will continue to make more and more money. So basically, I am exchanging an amount of money to agree with the direction that the market is moving in. And if the market and I both agree that it's going to sell, that's how I make money. If the market decides to start buying and I agree with the market that it's going to buy, then as long as this continues to move up, I will continue to make money. And the further up this goes, the more and more money I make. Then when the market changes its direction and starts to move down, I close my buy position and then I get back into a sell position. And now the market is selling. So I'm now making money on the market selling. Okay, does everybody understand that so far? So we've got these big banks and institutions that are participating in these markets. These markets have trillions of dollars every day being flushed in and out of these markets by your bank, trading your money in these currency markets. How many of you guys knew that? Type yes or no in the chat. That right now your money that's in your bank is actually being flushed through these markets right now. So the really cool thing is we are not trying to predict the market. We're not trying to beat the market or outsmart the big investors. We're simply just flowing with the market direction. Okay, so I like to use this analogy of like a whale. Okay, we have these big whales that are pushing the market one way or the other. They're either pushing the market down with a lot of money or up with a lot of money. And all we are like those little like barnacles or like little sucker fish that are on the sides of the whales or on the whale's back. And we're just hitching a ride along with those whales. Okay. And so what we've done is we've increased our ability to be correct in the market by simply flowing with the direction that the market's moving in. So I'm going to teach you right now how to identify what direction the market is moving in. Okay. How many of you guys want to learn right now how to identify whether you should buy or sell in the market? Let me know in the chat. Yes. Okay, good. That was the answer I was hoping for. If any of you said no, I'd be really worried. Okay. So if we start over here, these little red and green bars, they're called candles. Okay. And all they are is like a visual representation of what this currency pair is doing. It's just printing out price data. That's all it is. We don't care about price. We don't care about numbers. I don't care about any special tools or indicators or math. We don't worry about that here. Okay. All we need to know, which I've proved to you, is what direction is the market moving in? Because whatever direction the market's moving in, if I'm in with it, that's how I make the money. Okay. So the most important thing is for you to be able to identify what direction is the market going. If my candles are floating or moving below this gold line, then that means the market is trending down. And in that case, I would be looking for sell opportunities. Okay. Yes, we can make money in both buys and sells. Okay. Remember that. If the candles are above my gold line, then the market is moving up in an uptrend and I'm looking for buy opportunities. Okay. So if I go to, let's click on the next currency pair. So by the way, on the right-hand side, this whole list of currencies, you can trade every single one of these. So we actually are able to make passive income in these markets. I teach you how to set up this trade opportunity in literally less than 10 minutes. And then you let the market just do what it's going to do. You close your phone, you close your computer, you go and live your life. And this market will just do what it's going to do until it tells you when it's time to get out of this trade. Okay. It's very, very powerful passive income system. And each one of these pairs on the right-hand side is a whole nother opportunity for passive income. How cool is that? Okay, so let's click the next pair. Let's find one that's easy. Can anybody tell me? So this right here, where we are right now, is where the current market is. On this current market, would I be looking to get into a buy or a sell? Put it in the chat. Boom. Everybody's saying sell. You're all correct. You're all professional traders. Congratulations. You've passed. You can trade in these markets. Isn't that crazy? There's a quote by this famous woman trader that I just love so much. Her name is Amanda. No, I'm just kidding. uh, her name is Margaret. Oh gosh, now I forget her last name. I'm going to have to memorize her name. But it was very crazy because she said, nobody has ever been able to prove to me that a mathematical equation can tell me what direction the market is going in. I can clearly see that the market is moving down. Therefore, I'm going to get into a sell. I don't need any special indicators. I don't need any special math equations. I don't need anything that is overcomplicated to be able to identify that the market is moving in a downward trend, correct? And that is the principle that I've always lived by in all areas of my life, but definitely with trading. Simplicity is key. Keeping things simple. Is the market moving up? Great. I'm getting into a buy. Is the market moving down? Great. I'm closing my buy and I'm getting into a sell. And the faster you can realize that simplicity is the key to success, the more success and the faster success you will have. Okay. Let's go to one more currency pair. What direction is the market moving here? Should I be getting into a buy or looking for a sell here? Sell. Current price is right here below my gold line, which means I should be looking for sell positions. Now, how do we make money and how much money can I make? That's the question of the day that I know a lot of you are curious about. And also, probably some of you are thinking, but is it risky? How many of you guys are worried about risk or losing money? And there's nothing wrong with that feeling. I know I had the same thing because I had the same feelings because I didn't have much to lose. I got into trading and I thought, I don't have a choice. I've got to make this successful because I don't have a lot to lose. And that was one of my biggest fears, was that I was going to lose all my money. And that actually cannot happen if you are following our system. You cannot lose all your money if you are using appropriate risk management. What is risk management? So for this trade, let's say, for example, this trade right here, for every trade that I take, I will only ever be risking 1% of my account. Okay. So I'm going to show you with our system how to start a broker account. Once you're done practicing in demo, that you're going to do that first. So you're going to practice in your demo account. Once you're ready to fund a live account, you can start your account with $100 and grow that $100. Okay. When we are trading in these markets, number one, you can follow this system here, or you can risk a certain percentage. And in that case, I recommend no more than 1%. So if I am setting up this trade opportunity and I said that I was willing to risk 1% of my $100 account, how much money am I willing to lose here? How much money am I risking? If I risk 1%, yeah, $1. Okay. So if this market ends up not selling like I thought it was, and then turns around and comes up to this little red area here, what will happen is what I will have set up, and you'll learn how to do this too, is called a stop loss. Okay. For every trade that you take, you will risk 1% and you will set a stop loss. If the market does not continue to agree and that it's moving in a sell, but instead it turns around and hits this little area here where your stop loss is, your trade will automatically close out on behalf of you on autopilot, just automatically close, and you will have only lost the $1 that you were willing to risk. Okay. So what happens if I have $1,000 account that I'm trading with and I'm risking 1% of my account? Then I'm only risking $10. Now, what happens if this market actually does move in the direction that I said it was going to move and puts me in profit. Right here, you can see that the risk to reward is 5.3. So this means this was a 1% risk to a 5% profit. So if I was willing to risk $10 here, then on this trade, when I closed out of this trade, I made 5% profit, $50. Okay? On autopilot. How many of you guys could use an extra $50 a week, $50 a day? How many of you guys, if you risked $100 on this trade, you would have made $500? How many could use an extra $500 a week? Right? Do you guys see how this correlates? So the trade is only as risky as you decide to make it. If you're risking more than 1% of your account, you are over leveraging, you are making bad choices. You are not using proper risk management. Okay? If you don't, Marie said, if you don't check position closes on stop loss on autopilot. Yes, even if you are not on your phone, even if you don't have your broker open, your stop loss is there to protect your capital. It will always, if a candle comes up and touches this area, it will automatically close out your trade on your behalf, and you will have only risked or lost what you were willing to risk of your account. Okay? So how risky do you think it is now? Let me know in the chat. Did I alleviate your fears? Type yes or no. Now, great, sort of, yes. Okay, we've got mix. That's great. Let's stop there. We've got about 15 minutes until our beginner call. How many of you guys are going to join us on our beginner call, or at least at the minimum, sign up for our course? Let us know in the chat. How many of you have already joined or plan to join? Awesome. Yay. Okay, good. We've got so many people saying yes. Planning on join. I plan to join today. Signed up. Congratulations, you guys. That's amazing. I am so happy for you. We cannot wait to see you on the beginner call. In the beginner call, we're going to cover a little bit about our system. And then we're also going to talk brokers. So if any of you come in, because you haven't gone through the starter course yet, it might feel a little overwhelming and confusing. Just sit back, relax, just hang out, catch what you can catch on the beginner call. And then once you get off the beginner call, just go watch the starter course, okay?
And all of our calls are recorded too. So if you feel like this is way over my head, I don't really know what she's talking about, it won't always be, and you can come back and listen to it again. Repetition is so important and so valuable, and that's why they're all recorded.
Kelly said, is the course separate from the 35? No, everything is included in the 35. Everything that you need in order to be successful here is included in $35 a month. Okay. Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in with us. We love you. We're so grateful for you. We cannot wait to see all 96 of you in our next call, or at minimum in our community today.
It's okay if you can't hop on. I just saw a question. What if I can't take the beginner call, but I sign up today? That's totally fine. They're all recorded. You can jump on, start the starter course as soon as you can, and then you can watch the recorded beginner call. So,
or join us next Monday.
And join us next Monday. It's just really cool because you can come on and, be on track in our live calls, but you can also do this at a self-paced situation too. So maybe you work during the week and you just cannot make the live calls. That's okay. It's still available to you in the recorded.
Yeah, you guys, this is worldwide. You can trade from anywhere in the world. So there's no question on your location. Wherever you are in the world, you can have access to these markets. Right.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody,
All right.
for being
Thanks,
here with
everybody.
us.
Have a great day.